Hello everyone, welcome back to SV Union High School and Junior College. All the 6th standard students are welcome back again to the geography class. Students, today we will be starting with lesson number 8, Natural Resources, part 2 from page number 47 onwards. On page number 47 onwards, we are going to start with the last paragraph. In some of the figures, man is shown doing different tasks. Each of the tasks is related to some resources. Let us consider each of these resources. In figure 8.2, man is seen plowing the land. The farmer plows the soil layer and makes the land cultivable. In this cultivable land, he grows various crops and fulfills his own and others' need for food. For this purpose, he uses the soil that is naturally available on land as a resource. Soil is used all over the world, and therefore soil is a very important resource for agriculture. Soil formation mainly depends on the original rock. As we know about types of rocks, we have studied this in the previous chapter. Climate, organic components, slope of the land and time. According to the types of rocks and climate, in different regions, different types of soil are formed. A long period is required for the formation of mature soil as it is a very slow process. A period of about 1,000 years may be required for the development of a 2.5 centimeter thick layer of soil. So students, soil is the most important natural resource. It is made up of rocks in a solid form that supports the oceans and form the land part of the earth's surface. Soil formation is an extremely slow and complex process. Complex means very difficult process. It takes several years for the formation of just 1 centimeter layer of soil. Climate, precipitation and other chemical constituents of the soil help in the formation of the soil. Figure 8.3 and 8.5 show a man catching fish and another drawing water from a well. In these pictures, man is seen using the natural resource water for fulfilling his needs. Right from the time we get up in the morning, we keep on using water till we go to bed at night. This shows how important water is as a natural resource. The entire living world depends on this resource. See figure 8.9. It shows how we obtain salt from seawater. We make use of salt in our day-to-day life. This means that water is a renewable natural resource. The earth is known as watery planet because 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water bodies. All forms of life depend on water for their survival. If you know, the available fresh water that flows in rivers, in streams and is stored in lakes accounts for only 0.3%. Yet, this fraction is sufficient for various needs of all the forms of life on the earth. Now students, let's turn to page number 48. Figure 8.6 shows some individuals collecting wood from the forest. Similarly, some people are shown collecting different items in the forest like honey. Figure 8.10 shows about resin. Figure 8.11 shows about latex. In order to fulfill our needs, we collect various products from the plants in nature. There are various plants on land surface. Plants are broadly classified as grass, herbs, shrubs and trees. Man has successfully experimented with some grasses to obtain food grains. This helped him to avoid painful wandering for gathering food. He began to live a settled life. The basins of the Huanghe, Sindhu, that is Indus, Nile, and Euphrates are some of the areas where such settlements flourished in the past. We obtain products like wood, rubber, resin, fruits, medicinal plants, etc. from forest. If we consider the region from the equator to the poles as per the temperature zones, we find the following types of natural vegetation like equatorial evergreen, deciduous, tropical grasslands, thorny scrubs, temperate grasslands, mixed forest, broad-leaved, coniferous, and tundra. See figure 8.16. Many animals make this forest their habitat. What is the meaning of habitat? Habitat means to stay there. Animals who prey on the plant-eating animals also live in the forest. That means the carnivorous animals. It is basically due to plants that we have got animals as a natural resource. Plants also grow in water. It is very likely that in future we shall have to depend on aquatic plants for fulfilling the needs of the growing human population. Figure 8.13 shows an ass carrying a load. Man makes use of animals for a variety of reasons. Horse, oxen, camel, asses, etc. are the animals employed for ploughing, riding, transporting goods, etc. Goats, cows, buffaloes are used as milk animals, means they provide milk to us. Meat, eggs, bone powder, hide, etc. are the other products we get from animals. Students, do you know what is the meaning of hide? Hide means the skin of the animal. In the figure 8.7 shows that rock is been loaded into a truck from the mining area. We have seen earlier that rock is a mixture of minerals. Minerals are inorganic substances that form in naturally occurring chemical processes. We get different metals and chemicals from the minerals. Some chemicals are used in preparing different medicines. Minerals are generally classified as metallic and non-metallic minerals. Students, I would like to give you a detailed information about metallic and non-metallic minerals. Now let's first understand what is the meaning of metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are minerals that contain metals, their chemical formula. Metallic minerals have a shine of their own. Metallic minerals are associated with igneous rocks. Metallic minerals are quite ductile. Metals can be extracted by melting the metallic minerals. For example, if you want to know which are the minerals that are used for obtaining different metals, it can be iron, bauxite, etc. Now let's study about non-metallic minerals. Non-metallic minerals are minerals that do not contain any metal elements in their compounds. Non-metallic minerals do not have their shine of their own. Non-metallic minerals are associated with sedimentary rocks. Non-metallic minerals are not ductile and can be broken upon a collision. Non-metallic minerals do not yield new products upon melting. Now let's have a few examples where non-metallic minerals are used in obtaining various chemicals like gypsum. Next one is rock salt, which we use it for eating purpose also sometimes, and calcite, etc. In all the figures except for fishing, All the activities of obtaining natural resources are being carried out on land. This means that land is also a natural resource. Living things that are born on land grow, live, and die on land itself. Land is an invaluable resource. That is why it is sold or bought. Obtaining land at a strategic locations, using it for construction as well as trade, are some other uses of these resources. Depending on the characteristics like physiography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water in different regions of the world, land is used for various purposes. The proportion of land on the earth is 29.2%. Depending on the characteristics of land and climate, various living things are found on the land in different proportions. The distribution of these living organisms, including humans, is not uniform. All living things try to adapt to various geographical conditions like a rocky terrain, steep slopes, flat plains, mountainous regions, forest covered areas, river basins, etc. Man alone attempts to make changes in the prevailing condition to suit his needs. Every living thing makes use of natural resources according to its need. However, man started using many of these resources for himself alone with the help of his intellectual power. Later, the increase in population and the greed of humans lead to exploitative use of resources. This began to upset the balance in nature. This means that it is necessary that man also must use the natural resources only according to his needs in a judicious manner. Always remember, man has to depend on nature for many things. Whatever the extent of his progress, nature is not for man alone. It belongs to other living things too. Therefore, we should always use natural resources judicially. As a good citizen of our country, let's take an oath, all my dear students, that we will preserve and conserve the nature, will plant more trees and save water. For small things, we will not depend on any of the two-wheelers and four-wheelers. We will go by walking or either by cycling. We have to save the environment. Hope so this lesson will make us think again that how we should use the natural resources. I hope so, students. You must have understood this lesson. Thank you, everyone.